Fans, please welcome to the floor your UConn dance and cheer teams!
Now introducing UConn cheer teams.
Let's go! Give it up for your UConn dance and cheer teams!
You're looking inside a live and charged up Campbell Pavilion for first night and the official start of the college basketball season here in Connecticut, the basketball capital of the world, as UConn fans get their first look at both the UConn men's and women's basketball team to kick off the 2024-25 season. I'm Randy Brochu, thrilled to be with you tonight on a Friday night in stores. The UConn drumline is taking the court, and very soon, so too will the 11-time champion women's basketball team and the 6-time men's basketball national champions, and of course the winners of consecutive national championships the last 2 seasons. UConn basketball set to begin the 24-25 season. The women will open up against Boston University on November 7th at the XL Center at 7 o'clock. The men open up the night before against Sacred Heart here at Campbell Pavilion. So these are the festivities, and leading us off, we introduce to you the UConn drumline. UConn Drumline bringing the fire to the court tonight at Gamble Pavilion moments before they introduce the players from both the women's and men's basketball teams here at UConn. October set to turn into November very shortly, and they will play for real. But first this night, we introduce the players and coaches of the UConn women's and men's basketball teams before the students and UConn community for the first time to officially kick off college basketball season. We'll turn it over now to Game Day Connor for the introduction of the players.
Let's remind the nation how loud it gets in this building. How this is the toughest place for opponents to come and play in all of college basketball. It's time to meet our 2024-25 UConn basketball teams. Let's meet the coaching staff for your UConn women's basketball team. Assistant coaches for the Huskies are Morgan Valley, Jamel Elliott, Tanya Cardoza, and Ben Cantor. The associate head coach is Chris Daly. And let's meet the coaching staff for your UConn men's basketball team. Assistant coaches for the Huskies are Mamadou Diarra, Matt Johnson, Tom Moore, and Luke Murray. The associate head coach is Kimani Young. And in his 40th season with the Huskies, head coach Gino And in his 7th season with the Huskies, head coach Dan Hurley. And now it's time to meet your players, presented by Northeast Beef Promotion Initiative. A 6'2" freshman guard from San Jose, California, number 23, Morgan Kelly. A 6'5" junior guard from Springfield, Massachusetts, number 43, Suleiman Diaby. A 6-foot freshman guard from Neenah, Wisconsin, number 11, Ali Zaibo.
Hey, this is what they've been
A 6-foot freshman guard from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Number 0, Ahmad.
I used to pray for times like this, to rhyme like this, so I had to grind like that, to shine like this. In a matter of time I spent on some locked up in the back of the paddy wagon, cuffs locked on wrist. Might as well turn up now.
A 6'2" freshman forward from Fuquay Marina, North Carolina. Number 21, Sarah Strong. A 6'7" freshman from Gainesville, Virginia. Number 4, Isaiah Abraham. A 6'5" redshirt freshman center from Cairo, Egypt. Number 8, Jana El Alfi.
Throw your hands in the air if you's a true player. To the honeys, getting money, playing, looking like dummies.
A 6'7" freshman forward from Richmond, Texas. Number 30, Liam McNeely. A 6-foot sophomore guard from Forestville, Maryland. Number 10, Caden Samuels. A 6'10" sophomore center from Bamako, Mali. Number 24, Yusuf Singare. A 5'10" sophomore guard from Noblesville, Indiana. Number 12, Ashlyn Shane. A 6'7" sophomore guard from Bristow, Virginia. Number 23, Jaden Ross.
I'm with the AP for 200K. They told me to frost, rainbow face. They hope I fall off. Ain't no way. I might be alright, but it ain't okay. You ever told us?
A 5'9" sophomore guard from Germantown, Wisconsin. Number 2, K.K. Arnold. A 6'7" sophomore forward from Seattle, Washington. Number 3, Jalen Stewart.
Pump it up, you came to get it drunk with a dame, a shit it drunk, you came to get it on. 45 O's in your bank to get it on.
A 6'2" redshirt sophomore forward from Fort Wayne, Indiana. Number 34, Ayanna Patterson. A 6'3" sophomore guard from Leesburg, Virginia. Number 1, Solo Ball.
bun for bun. We can go M for M. Mama got a body like Kim and them. Mama been killing that gym.
A 6'3" redshirt sophomore forward from San Diego, California. Number 25, Ice Brady. A 6'10" junior center from St. Louis, Missouri. Number 5, Terrace Reed Jr.
Children, with children, you selling. Could take me out, that's the reason I said it. Dying to live, cause we living forever. Boy, get stuck.
A 6'2" redshirt junior guard from Milton, Massachusetts, number 33, Caroline Dussault.
Thing, funny in hell, cookies, oh my God, that's my baby.
A 6'3" junior guard from Lafayette, California, number 20, Aiden Mahaney. A 5'11" redshirt junior guard from Arlington, Virginia, number 35, Azzi Fudd. A 6'10" senior center from Laomé, Togo, number 35, Samson Johnson.
What a bro when I'm out there, touch you, we kill it, they block, say day. Where you go alone, you cannot escape. And if I got the rock, I might pass it like CP to play. 41 for the win, I've been scoring them buckets like I'm
A 5'9" graduate guard from San Marino, California, number 20, Caitlin Chen. A 6'2" graduate guard from Queens, New York, number 10, Hassan Diarra.
like Kyrie. You know I'm too slippery, baby. Come and get in with me, baby. Take off all that Nike, girl. Come get some Givenchy, baby. Don't see no.
I just got back with my ex. He said
A 6'1" graduate forward from Ossining, New York, number 44, Aubrey Griffin.
Don't stay there. Ball, 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 ball.
A 6'8" redshirt junior forward from Southborough, Massachusetts, number 11, Alex Carabin.
Did y'all boys not get the memo? I do not stay at the Intercontinental. And anything I got is not a rental. I own that mom. Figure it out.
And a 6-foot redshirt senior guard from Hopkins, Minnesota, number 5, Paige Beckers.
turned up in my shows, yeah, cause I got that beat. 60,000 fans can't see me do my dance. Got 1,000,001 haters, and they y'all can kiss my
UConn Nation, give it up for your 2024-25 UConn Huskies.
to the crowd. We'll be back with more coverage from first night coming up here on Channel 3. Back at Campbell at first night. Incredible energy in the building as always for UConn basketball, and joined now by our first guest. Who else? The head coach of the back-to-back champs, Dan Hurley. Coach, how you feeling tonight coming out to this great crowd and that UConn energy tonight at Campbell?
Yeah, it's obviously starting to get cold out, and so that's one tell. And then the second one is the season's coming when, first night, like the crowds start forming outside Campbell. You walk in here, you can smell the popcorn, and it's a signal that it's about our time to start performing.
And it's a time, as you proved last year, for guys to step into roles. You won a national championship last year with a different starting lineup from the team that won the year before. What is this opportunity like for guys that were along that ride and are now just also joining the program?
Yeah, I mean, I think the group, we understand we've lost a lot the last 2 years, but I think there's a lot of confidence that we have that we lost so much in 23 and we were even better in 24. So I think there's a collective mindset that we all have of the type of basketball that we know we need to play. I think we have a deep team. We're young, but we're deep, and it's an exciting team to coach. And the thing with us is we're going to keep getting better throughout the year. The way we started last year, we were really good, but by the end of the year, we were unbeatable.
You already had a chance to get on the floor together against URI at Mohegan Sun, and the Connecticut fans came out. What did that do for you going in to the beginning of the season to be able to have that opportunity?
Yeah, I think opening night jitters, it also, it's important. I don't think that's going to be as big a fear now. Guys played in front of a big crowd in a non-home game, so that was good. And I think that the way that we kind of moved the ball, I think, although we probably showed some of our vulnerabilities, I think you saw a talented team that played in a very similar way to the last two teams, and with the 29 assists and a high level of offense.
I know you. So, number 3 in the top 25 poll, obviously the back-to-back champs. You've set the expectations so high over these last few years. The expectations for your players are always high. What is most important going into the start of the season for you? What's a big theme that you are really driving home with these guys?
Yeah, I think just that we don't start this year where we left off last year. We've got a long way to go in terms of improving. You can't win the national championship in November, but you could certainly begin to, just to build your season and, define roles and develop an identity as a team and just getting, just getting yourself primed to play excellent throughout the year so that it becomes a habit. And when you get to the pressure of March, you're just, it's kind of automatic for you to play at a high level.
Begins for real November 6th against Sacred Heart here at Campbell, 7 o'clock. Looking forward to it.
Yeah, I'll be here. I'll be here.
I know
I'll
you
be
will.
ready.
We'll see you. We'll hear you. We know it. All right, Dan Hurley joining us here courtside from Campbell at first night. Getting ready for the three-point shooting contest when we come back here on Channel 3. Back at Campbell, the team's getting ready for the three-point shooting contest as they've taken their warm-ups. We've heard from Coach Hurley, and sitting down courtside right now to join us, the Hall of Fame coach of UConn women's basketball, beginning His 40th year, Coach Gino Auriemma. Coach, welcome back.
It's good to be back. It's always no matter how many years you do it, you know, when this day comes around, you get the same feeling no matter how many times you've done it.
Such a unique energy, too.
Yeah.
The way that both programs come out, and one player introduced from the men, one from the women, and equally excited, cheers and welcome to the floor. It is such a unique energy here at UConn.
It is. I mean, the kids have a great relationship with each other. They appreciate how hard they each have to work. The students here, the fans, they've grown up watching UConn basketball on television, and now they find themselves here, and they can't wait to get in the building and be part of what they used to watch on TV. So between the guys, our team, the students, it's no place like it, man. No place like it.
The mission begins right against Boston University in just a couple of weeks.
Yeah.
An opportunity to get a lot of players back together that have been on a journey together for a few years. Always new faces as well. But how excited are you about this group to get back on the floor together?
There's an awful lot of expectations, because people haven't seen our whole team together in the last 3 years, So there's this excitement that, we went to the Final Four with 6 players last year, and they're thinking, well, I can't wait to see what they would do with an entire team, with 8 or 9, 10 players. So, we don't look so great right now because it's early, but I think we're going to be a little better than we were last year.
When you face the adversity that you have the last couple of years, for when you do get back on the floor, as you will in just a couple of weeks, what does that experience facing adversity do for you for this year?
I think it's made them feel almost like bulletproof. Like I can withstand anything. If you're somebody like Paige or Azzi, those guys, the older guys, like what after I've been, in their mind, after what we've been through the last 2 or 3 years, there's nothing that can happen to us that would shake us, And I think that's how we were when we got to the Final 8 game last year. It's like we deserve this, because of what's happened to us. So I think it's made us stronger, to be honest with you.
And you are number 2 in the preseason AP poll. Expectations are always high here.
Always. You can't. That's a good shooting.
How do you like that shooting?
She just drained all of them. So far, she's only missed one.
Azzi Fudd from Neenah, Wisconsin, the freshman.
Wow.
She can shoot
it,
huh?
She can shoot it, man. She can really, really shoot it. Really shoot it.
Jaden Ross on the men's side, popping. From the corner now. We were so engrossed in conversation.
Everybody wants corner threes. And I always think, when we were younger, we used to make the opponent shoot corner threes because that means they couldn't get back on defense, transition defense. Now teams draw up plays to get corner threes. And it's incredible how much the game has changed, and the emphasis that's put on, especially offense and shooting threes.
The one thing that never changes is good defense wins championships. How do you feel about your team defensively this year?
Yeah, we have a lot of work to do on that end of the floor. The younger you are, experience is the best thing you can have defensively. Knowing where to be, when to be there, being early instead of late. So that's gonna take a lot. But the other thing that may help us is kids don't have to play 40 minutes, So we'll be able to keep a lot of fresh legs out there. And but yeah, I think defense and rebounding for us. Every game we lost last year, we lost 6 games. Every game we lost last year, we got out rebounded. So, we were small, but I think if we fix that, we're going to be all right.
Looking forward to it beginning for real against
Thanks,
BU.
man. Appreciate
All right.
it.
Thank
Great
you,
to
Coach.
see you.
Gino Auriemma joining us here courtside. We'll rejoin the three-point shooting contest. So we've heard from Coach Hurley and now Coach Auriemma. And for the UConn men's team, solo ball popping from the corner, knocking them down here in the preseason exhibition, and looking to have a big year ahead. A lot of hope for solo ball out of Leesburg, Virginia this year to have a breakout sophomore year. Back with more coverage from first night after this. Back into the three-point shooting contest. Ali Zeibel and Jaden Ross on the team, on the blue team, showing what they expect to do from behind the arc this year. Ali Zeibel is Wisconsin Miss Basketball and a number 7 ranked recruit by ESPN, the Wisconsin Gatorade Player of the Year in 2023-24. All right, we're back courtside here and joined by Samson Johnson now, the men's basketball team. Samson, what's it like coming out here in front of this UConn crowd every year? The energy is always there, but it's really high these last couple of years because of what you guys have done in the last 2 seasons.
Yeah, it's really fun, man. You know, the fans do it every time. You know, they show up every time. You know, they show love. You know, they support us every single time, and it's great to give back to them. You know, the energy, the love that they give us.
What do you take from this incredible run from these last 2 years? Expectations high, number 3 in the AP preseason poll, and obviously the expectations are high amongst yourselves.
You know, just having the expectations high, it means, we have a great chance to, do it again, do it all over again, and we know the work that's ahead of us, and we got a good group of guys that are willing to sacrifice every single day for the common goal.
You were such a big contributor off the bench last year and brought energy with your ability to play above the rim. And this year it's going to be an even bigger role, right? And that's how your team last year kind of followed up the season before. So for you personally, what are you looking forward to with this opportunity ahead for you and the role you're going to play on this year's team?
I'm just looking to, take advantage of it, help the team as much as I can, the guys before me just try to, they paved the way for me, and, just try to do, some of the things that they did, lead the team, help the team in any way possible, and, for our common goal, which is to win the three-peat, to get a three-peat.
Looking forward to watching you for real out there in just a couple of weeks.
Yes, sir.
Thanks, man.
Thank you, man.
All right,
Appreciate
we'll
it.
get him this year. That's Samson Johnson joining us courtside here as part of the festivities of first night as we begin the college basketball season again for the 2024-25 UConn Huskies. We keep it here at Campbell after the three-point shooting contest. There are some great three-point shooters, of course, on both the teams in white and blue. And I think they're tallying up right now as we take a look back at the introductions of the players being brought out, introduced for the first time, and the three-point shooting contest. Of course, Paige Beckers in the middle of it all, wearing the shades indoors tonight, along with Caroline Ducharme back on the floor, and wrapping up the three-point shooting contest before we begin the 5-on-5 scrimmages. It's a chance not only for the basketball teams to get their feet wet, but also an introduction to the fans, especially the freshmen coming to Gamble perhaps for the first time, to be introduced to the traditions of game night, led by Game Day Connor, who introduced the players and went through many of the different rituals on game night to get them game day ready for the beginning of the new season. Game Day Connor right now at midcourt, getting ready for the next segment after the three-point shooting contest. The scrimmage, the 5-on-5 scrimmage should be beginning soon. And as they get that set, we're going to welcome in another UConn Husky. Thrilled to be joined by Azzi Fudd from the women's basketball team. Sweet shades.
All right,
those
fans.
are
First of all,
terrific.
and
what was the experience like coming out on the floor again to start a new college basketball season for these fans with such incredible energy for these programs?
I mean, it's amazing. It's always amazing. The fans
Here, we're going to do a little classic.
never fail.
How'd you feel shooting out in the three-point contest?
Honestly, pretty nervous. I think it showed. I haven't shot here in like 10 months, 11 months. I haven't even practiced in here yet. So those are my first shots in Gamble. I'm a little disappointed about how it went.
They don't keep stats during first night, so you're all good.
Okay, good.
Good to get it kind of out of the way, though, and in front of an energized crowd. It is such a unique experience to be able to do that because it does begin for real in a couple weeks. How excited are you for that in the beginning of this season?
Oh, I can't wait. Excitement doesn't even begin to describe what I'm feeling, what the rest of the team is feeling. We're so excited to get out there and, you know, just play against people, beat up against people that aren't our practice players and aren't each other.
Talking to Coach Auriemma while you guys were taking your three-point shots, and we talked about a little bit of the adversity that your program has faced in the last couple of years and how he feels it does make you stronger and makes you tougher, makes you kind of all the more ready for the quest at hand. So for you and your teammates that have been on this journey together for the last couple of years, how does that fuel you going into this year?
Sorry. No, for sure. I think the adversity that we've had to deal with, it has, you can look at it in one of two ways. You can look at it as like, oh, like that sucks, or like, what can we do to like fix the situation? And I feel like every year, these past 3 years that I've been here, every one of my teammates has been able to kind of change our mindset to just figure it out. So I think that just goes to show like our work ethic, our drive, our will, and it's given so many players different experiences that they might not have had if we hadn't faced that adversity. So I think we're all grateful for it. We've all grown a lot from it, and we're ready to show it this year.
And that crowd behind you is going to be behind you all year long. So we're looking forward to it and it beginning for real. Azzi Fudd, go get them this year.
Yes, sir.
All right. T-shirt giveaways as we come back, and both teams on the floor tossing T-shirts into the crowd here at Gamble as we get you ready for the 5-on-5 scrimmage. Well, the T-shirts have been tossed, and we're getting closer to the 5-on-5 scrimmage. Right after, of course, the UConn chant led by Game Day Connor. You know, there's some new looks here at Gamble that are going to just increase the fan experience all the more, including our beautiful new video board, which will give fans in attendance here at Gamble a great look at all replays and the highlight hype videos that our terrific colleagues here at the UConn Athletic Department put together. They do such a wonderful job getting content out there. Their content is king. And Dan Hurley, I'm sure, will enjoy the replays. Chris Daly joining him on the sidelines as we settle in and get ready for a little scrimmage here. The white and blue scrimmage, of course. In white for UConn, Janet El Alfi, the highly touted center from Egypt, is out there with Ashlyn Shade, Caden Samuels, Azzi Fudd, who we just heard from. It's great to see Azzi. Sarah Strong, wearing number 21,
is going to earn 5 points during this scrimmage. We'll love the action.
Sarah Strong, a freshman from North Carolina who joins the program. And in blue, of course, Paige Beckers leads the way. Allie Zeibel, who we saw her three-point shooting ability in the three-point contest. Ice Brady on Team Blue as well. Morgan Shelley, another freshman who joins the program from San Jose, California. And KK Arnold. Got a couple guards taking the tip off. Caitlin Chen and Paige Beckers. All right, we got our first look at UConn women's basketball. Paige Beckers flexes the shoulders, winning the tip. And this is KK Arnold walking into the half-court set. Morgan Shelley with a touch. Paige Beckers, I don't think they're calling travels here today because it's a scrimmage. She's just running around having fun and takes a deep three and nails it. A deep three from Paige Beckers for the first points of this 5-on-5 scrimmage. A pull-up three for Sarah Strong, and she ties it for Team White. We are tied up at 3. Beckers with a 3 for Blue, Strong with a 3 for White. Paige Beckers back for another year. The red shirt senior, such high expectations. Zeibel, she was the Gatorade Player of the Year in Wisconsin in both 2023 and 24. Number 7 ranked recruit by ESPN with a 3. KK Arnold says, where's the foul? There are no fouls on first night. Nothing but fun. El Alfie. Jana El Alfie. The center, 6'5" center who can knock it down from deep. Ice Brady, the handoff to Paige Beckers. KK Arnold calls the play. She'll run point for UConn. Zeibel, a little too strong. And Sarah Strong has the rebound. Wide open from the corner. That 3 wouldn't go down for Caden Samuels. Oh, shade. Got stripped by Arnold, who's looking for the foul. Working on getting that foul call. Pull up 3. Zeibel already hit 1. They're telling Ashlyn Shade to shoot down to the final second of the scrimmage. The first quarter gives Team Blue the advantage. And now the UConn men's basketball team takes the floor for their 5-on-5. Samson Johnson in blue in the middle with Jaden Ross. Jalen Stewart, as we take a look at a few replays. And El Alfie, they begged her to shoot. She said, all right. Also on the floor for the UConn men in blue, Aiden Mahaney. And transfer from St. Mary's, who averaged almost 14 points a game for the Gales. Jalen Stewart's 3 is too strong. They really like his ability. Solo ball with a 3 for Team White. He's out there with Alex Karabin, Isaiah Abraham, Yusuf Singare, Samson Johnson with a 2-hand slam, and they expect to see a lot of that, as we did a lot last year in the national championship run with Samson Johnson coming off the bench. Alley-oop for Ball, and he gets the friendly roll. Now this is where they can just go ball out and have some fun. Ahmed Noel pulls up. He's a freshman from Philadelphia. Hassan Diarra bringing that veteran leadership back. Alex Karabin from deep. Samson Johnson the rebound. Noel gets away from ball. He throws the lob to Samson Johnson, who throws it down again. That was an unstoppable play for UConn last year. Nobody had an answer for the alley-oop to Samson Johnson. Backdoor cut. And Singari lays it in. We're in the final minute of the first quarter of this 5-on-5. Mahaney steps back on ball. Singari the rebound. They do not have the score up on the video board or any board. Tiara's three is too strong. Johnson the rebound. Ross! Little backwards jam. Blue leads 16-15 with 25 seconds left. Caravan from deep. That sweet stroke from Alex Caravan. White back on top. Noel the deep three. Stewart the tip of the rebound. 8 seconds to go in this opening quarter of the 5-on-5. Caravan too strong from 3/4 court. Oh! It almost went down for Jaden Ross. From the opposite free throw line, Jaden Ross goes front rim glass and almost got the friendly second bounce. So the first quarter is complete. Look at that. From way deep. Almost from the new video board. All right, second quarter of the 5-on-5 coming up. We're here at first night at Gamble Pavilion. After one quarter, White leads 20-16 over Blue. And then we're going to have another opening tip between two guards. KK Arnold at 5'9" wins it. Caden Samuels backs off on Paige Beckers. Beckers from deep. A little short. And here's Caitlin Chen with a handoff to Sarah Strong. Just a fun little scrimmage here on first night. KK Arnold, too strong off the glass. I don't know that we have had a made shot here in the second quarter. Nice little fake by Jana El Alfi. Ashlyn Shade. Sarah Strong takes a deep breath, says, nah, you take it, Shade. Pull up from the elbow, and it's good. Ashlyn Shade, sophomore from Noblesville, Indiana. Came on strong down the stretch last year for UConn. Morgan Shelley to Paige Beckers along the baseline. Ashlyn Shade, the takeaway, the lob by Arnold. It tips underneath into the hands of Morgan Shelley for the lay-in. Under a minute to go in the second.
Come on, Q.
Caden Samuels open and rips the three. Final 30 seconds of the second quarter. Ice Brady. She's a forward who can knock it down from deep. Too strong. KK Arnold the rebound. And Ice Brady's going to keep on shooting. Heads up. Offensive rebound. Shelley out to Brady. Final 14. She takes another three. And the offensive rebound is there for Shelley on the putback. Caitlin Chen, she wants to shoot it from half court. Go ahead! Way up there. And that's the second quarter in this 5-on-5.
Coming out from quarter four is men's basketball.
So the men retake the floor. We'll see Terrace Reed Jr., the 6'10 junior, the transfer from Michigan out of St. Louis. He tips with Samson Johnson. Jaden Ross for Jalen Stewart. Alex Caravan the rebound. And they are thrilled to have Alex Caravan back. Hassan Diarra, the graduate senior from Queens. Such an important member of last year's run. Here's a lob for an alley-oop attempt to Isaiah Abraham. He couldn't quite connect, and then Abraham loses the pass from underneath from Ball. Ahmad Noel slips inside for two. You're watching the UConn 5-on-5 scrimmage here on first night from Gamble. The official start to the college basketball season. Solo Ball throws it down. And a windmill dunk on the other end for Jaden Ross. Now we may see some dunks now. Now they're letting it go. Here's the alley-oop feed. Well, we got to work on it. That's what first night's for. Solo Ball.
1 minute to play in the game.
Final minute. And Abraham. Noel with a dunk of his own. 40 seconds left. Here's Diarra. He throws the lob up, and the timing's good to Terrace Reed Jr. Mahaney with the take. And the new addition, Ada Mahaney. A transfer from St. Mary's for two. Final 15 seconds. Whoa, they call a foul? Didn't think they called those today, but that's going to stop the clock with 9.9. Run a play. It's Diarra from deep. The rebound, Ross. He gets it off from half court.
31-30 White.
Team White has won it 31-30.
The final score of the scrimmage is 31-30.
Well, the scrimmages were a lot tighter than the national championship run last year when they won by better of an average than 20. Well, Team White with the win 31-30 here as we wind on down first night from Gamble. Now, an exciting year ahead for sure. Again, the men's basketball team ranked third in the AP Top 25, and the women ranked 2 in the Top 25. As a reminder, when we wrap things up, Channel 3 program will start in progress. But now, let's hear Paige Beckers.
UConn Nation, thank you guys. Like Paige said, thank you guys for coming out. The support means everything to us. Make sure you guys sell out every men's and women's game this season. We need your support. And, you know, as always, go Huskies. And now it's time for Grand Finale giveaway.
Paige Beckers and Alex Caravan closing it down. The veteran leaders on both programs. The men's team opens November 6th against Sacred Heart University at Gamble Pavilion at 7. And again, the women host Boston University Thursday at the XL Center November 7th at 7. The women will also play Fort Hays State in an exhibition at Gamble here on November 3rd. College basketball is back. First night has introduced the UConn Huskies to the students and fans here at Campbell to officially make it basketball season. October set to turn into November, and it begins for real in just a couple short weeks. For our entire crew here at UConn, this is Randy Brochu thanking you for joining us. We're looking forward to the college basketball season ahead. Thanks for joining us tonight for First Night from Storrs, Connecticut, tonight on Channel 3.